Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at VanEck Junior Gold Miners ETF, and this was an analysis request from one of the followers, and I want to remind you all that anyone can make these requests, and I will most likely do the analysis, I will do the coverage most likely, especially if there is an actionable trade setup to follow. Now, in the case of this chart, in the long time frame, we do have a bit of a resistance area that is created by this downtrend that we started this chart with, and yeah, we have some levels that are more significant in terms of resistance than the others, such as the 50% retracement, where we clearly got rejected here, even the 38.2% retracement. But we also have one that is still upcoming at the $102 level, that is also backed up by this price action that caused this massive drop to the downside. But regardless of that, our uptrend count starts from the all-time low, and here we have a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and another 1-2 setup. So we are already dealing with a double 1-2 setup, and from this area we could be tracking already what could be a third wave to the upside, and in that case I would consider this a wave 1, a wave 2. We would be still in the third wave to the upside. And I do have to mention that this structure, especially in the first couple of moves here, this one and this one, are a bit more corrective in nature than what is followed. And I do have to say that there is a possibility that this could be developing as a diagonal pattern rather than a third wave that would be an impulse to the upside. At the moment, we aren't focusing too much on that. We need more price structure data for that confirmation, and we would need some levels to break, especially since we had this significant development to the upside that looks a lot better than the previous movements. And this is in fact the area that we are focusing on. And here we could see this count as a 1-2, then this could be another 1-2 setup. This could be a third wave up, a fourth wave down, and then this would be the fifth wave to follow. Now that would be a more conservative approach, and this could turn into something a lot more bullish, where it develops as several 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 setups that continue to push and allow this to explode much more impulsively. But still, I wouldn't recommend jumping in directly like this. We don't have much data to go on. Other opportunities seem a lot better at the moment, but we can still track this for an upcoming opportunity. And here I would focus for now on the idea that we are tracking this 5-wave move to the upside. We also have this additional 1-2 that is not included in this specific movement, but we have a bit more to complete before we should really focus on that. And especially, yeah, this fifth wave to the upside that could still be developing. And in this area, I could even say that this is a 1-2 setup, quite a nice one, strong and very little retracement that would allow it to reach quite high levels if it works out. But I have to say, this is a very small time frame. The structure is very fragile, so we do need to be careful with this. And an ideal target for this overall third wave would be at the $87.5 level. And if I were to go here in the smaller time frame, I could even say that this is yet another 1-2 setup that developed, and then we could be looking here at another third wave within which we are. So this would be the third wave of an even larger fifth wave that is developing. So yeah, we could still be seeing continued upside for a while. Now the levels I would look at the most, that I find most significant, would be here, this last low at the $77 level. If we break that, I would expect, especially from this point, I would expect either a retracement once we have a larger movement complete. So this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we could have something that could take us closer to that level, and maybe even that level in a slightly different structure, though not in this one. So for this specific structure where this is a third wave to hold, we would need to most likely complete the entire third wave for this to be valid. And the actual first level that I would be focusing on here as an indication that something more bearish is going on, quite possibly taking us much lower, would be this level at the 50% retracement, the $78.5 level. So again, if we break below this, we are quite likely to drop much further to the downside. But yeah, I wanted to actually keep this. And yeah, for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover. And I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.